first welcome. Then the mayor, and I don't know whether Dr. Patricia Walker is responding, and also we like Mr. Stepan, the MP, to be kindly enough to address. And I know that your worship, the mayor, would be also saying two. Yeah, so two for the price of one.
First of all, I tell you, I could remember.
Nusha, come this side, please.
This side.
Don't have to go back to the.
I could remember after 10 years, I had a legislative center. Stefan nominated me to be in the mayor's fundraising
Committee.
Committee. Anyway, and then I have to say something, and they wrote something. I never ever forget. But now, if I'm talking now, if a little bit is difficult, you have to accept it because of my voice. And then I just started. I said, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't know. Can you remember?
Oh, all too well.
Yeah. Anyway,
Never
now,
forget.
let me read. Dear distinguished guest, my dear friend and family. The rest of the name is Steve Pound. You just did. It's difficult for me.
Anyone feel left out?
Anyway, thank you for making me time to come to my book launch event. It gives me great pleasure to be able to share my life, express it with your tool, my books called Vertex. My life has been a journey of trial and tribulation. I faced many challenges along the way. At the same time, I have been fortunate enough to have met some wonderful people and share amazing and interesting experience. I'm grateful for your support and appreciated your kindness, encouragement, and love. The proceeds of the sale of this book will go to the mayor's charity. The minimum price for the book is $7.50.
Can then leave that. Yeah.
And however, I will be grateful for any donation for the charity. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Yes, you're.
Would you like me to come here?
Yes, please. Yeah, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
help
Yes.
yourself with the tea.
Thank you so much.
Hold on.
Thank you very much.
So I've already got my copy.
All right.
Came in the post to me. And I have read it with great interest. I have so many things to say, but I don't want to be talking too long to all of you. Could I just say that you mentioned the mayor and former mayor, Councillor Stephen Woodruff, and former mayoress, and of course Steve Hahn, but I'm talking specifically about the London Borough of Ealing. We have a tradition in Ealing, a custom really, that when you have been the mayor, you're always kind of in your heart the mayor. And so whenever the actual mayor, the serving mayor, cannot be present, the rest of us rock up. So today you've got the chain gang here because you've got all three of us and the Member of Parliament. Can I just
Also
begin
past
by...
mayor.
And
He's
another
actually
one...
former mayor as well.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
No,
You're right.
It hurts, but I can forgive. No, too late.
So may I take you to task because you're not wearing your...
No. I'm in undress uniform.
You are undressed, Steve.
I'm going to do the count at the Greenford Hall in a minute. I cannot be
And
two
you
parties
can't
out.
be exactly so. Okay, so you're undressed, but in a good
Steady,
way. So
Patricia.
just to say, Nousha, to you personally, I mean, I have some small experience of what you've just been going through, and I have to say to everybody who hasn't had the pleasure of doing a book, it is very, very hard work. You see something like this, it looks very pretty, there's lots of photographs. The whole thing looks like it's been great fun, but I know that you must have experienced frustration, sometimes anger, but then ultimately absolute joy in seeing the finished article. And that's what struck me actually as I was reading this, the joy and the positivity and the creativity is just absolutely emanating really from every page. And I was quite touched really when you talked about leaving your country. And it wasn't in a miserable way, it was in an excited and a creative way. It was, I want to go to Europe, I want to see what those guys are doing there. I want to see what people are achieving. I want to see what they are creating. I want to learn from them. You went to Japan, I think, or China, and you went to other places. And at all times you were looking to learn. And the curious thing is, again, I have certain things in common with you. I was in Nigeria and I was in Japan to teach. And the curious thing is, you go to teach and actually you end up learning, and it is just astonishing. But I mean, I'm impressed that that was actually your motivation to learn. What else did I love about this?
Still I want to learn.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
I'm learning now computer.
It's like a drug. I have it. I do the same. And what is lovely is coming to another country. You are not only fixated on the how can I say, the kind of the people who had been there all along, the sort of natives, so to speak, but also the very rich groups of other ethnicities and religions and so on, which contribute so hugely to another country. And again, you shed a light on that. And again, it's about not only learning, but teaching and learning from one another and seeing what we can learn. But I suppose the most important thing really, I think, in this book, and which again it's a lesson for all of us, is the huge pride that you take in your heritage. You love your mother country, and it just, again, it absolutely emanates from this. Just because we move away, just because we leave our motherland behind, it doesn't mean that we stop loving that country and loving the good things it has achieved. Although sometimes we might want to shed a tear for the things that they do that we wish they hadn't. So we all know all about that. So moving swiftly on, let me just say, picking out the literature, the great minds who you talk about in this. Omar Khayyam. All my life I know that name, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Say it softly, it's almost like praying or singing. But I never actually knew what the Rubaiyat was. But I do now, it's the quatrain. So just to say, let me just wrap up. We talked a lot about your love for not only the majority groups in the countries that you've been in, but also the minority groups. You talked about the Mayor's charity. The Mayor this year has adopted Descendants as the mayoral charity, and that's a group I've been working with for some years now. They also are working on a book, so we're going to have to do a swap, Nousha, in a few months. I've been editing that. That means that the creativity is not mine. I just have to make sure there are no terrible grammatical infelicities or anything else. So again, that is a minority group. Those children from the African Caribbean community, as you so well know, they need encouragement, they need building up, they need the kind of rich teaching that you have been talking about throughout this. So whatever we give you today and whatever you will be doing throughout the year, whatever all of us will do throughout the year, we need to think about that group. And I'm so pleased the Mayor has adopted them. And again, it is absolutely typical of you, that in all of this excitement and your own achievements, you are thinking of those who desperately do need to achieve, and you are with them and you are behind them. It's an honour to be here, and thank you so much for all the work you do for the London Borough of Ealing.
We will be buying a book, so but I'm very pleased. I hope it all goes really well. Mentioning descendants, one of the people, my name is Simon Woodruff. It's a very unusual spelling of, but one of the people who runs the Descendants actually has the same spelling of her name, so we're very intrigued as to whether there's a link sometime. But they are a very worthy organisation. We've got Councillor Mahmood here as well.
Thank you very much.
That's right, yes. I would say, is that Steve Pound or Simon Pound? Oh, I'm yes, yeah, that's right. My wife Val, consort, and obviously you met Patricia and everything. So it's great to be here, and hope everybody has a good time. And, I'm very pleased. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you all.
Mayor, ex-mayor, now MP. Well, I think I somehow is like president of USA. They're always president, and the mayors are always mayor.
Yeah, that's right.
Nousha, if this book were to be found in Northolt Library, some would say it should be fiction, not fact, because who could believe this extraordinary life, this amazing woman who has come like a glorious, iridescent, glorious butterfly fluttering into our dull suburban world, illuminating and inspiring all of us. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
You have a very lovely voice, even the
There have been occasions when I've broken a wine glass.
That's right.
Never, ever have I destroyed a pile of crockery before. But Nousha, you have brought the sunshine. You have illuminated our dull suburban world. You've actually brought colour and glory and joy to the grey suburbia. And it was only the first time I went to Iran, and I actually came from Yerevan, south, just to north of Tehran. And when I first entered your country, your homeland, the first thing I noticed was the extraordinary cornucopia of fruits and vegetables everywhere. Massive great pomegranates and grapes, which unfortunately they didn't use to make wine, but that's neither here nor there. And tomatoes, it was like an angel dancing on the tip of your tongue. It was the most glorious. And then suddenly, I have to say, my bodyguards and I came into a village where a wedding was taking place. And there, it was as if these exquisite, perfect beauties had fluttered down from heaven. The most wonderful. And I suddenly thought, my Lord, this is Nousha. This is Nousha's world. This is Nousha's world where she amazes and stuns people with the glories and the beauties. And I thought to myself, how lucky, how incredibly fortunate we are here in Ealing, that Nousha has taken this amazing Iranian culture and brought it to our part of the world. And I know I speak for Councillor Patricia Walker and Simon Woodruff, Val, and all my old parliamentary and council colleagues when I say we have been blessed by your presence. The Caspian Hotel is the beating heart of culture and beauty in the centre of Dublin. Never mind the Abbey or the Town Hall. Actually, no. Actually, maybe the Abbey. But when we come there and to just see the museum and to see, your glorious, the marvellous paintings, and also the first time I went there, I was halted by a vision of such utter transcendent beauty. That painting of Nousha. And all I can say is if Nousha was heart-stoppingly, traffic-stoppingly beautiful as a young woman, she's even more lovely now. And this book, despite the fact it has photographs of Councillor Woodruff and myself in it, is a marvellous book. But isn't it strange? We have here on the outside the peacock. Now the male peacock is the one that is full of colour and beauty. The female peacock is apparently quite dull. However, we have here the female peacock who is utterly, amazingly beautiful, who stuns and dazzles us with her charm and her beauty. This is a great book. I look forward with great anticipation to reading your autobiography, as I'm sure many, many of us do. But until then, I think if you look, your son here is, your daughter is here, many, many of your friends. Nousha, you have given so much to Ealing. I hope that today Ealing can return to you and say as one, Nousha Samari, God bless you, thank you for coming to Ealing, and many, many congratulations on this amazing book. God bless you.
I have the opportunity here. Jane Cohen from Toronto. She is
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
It's about 3,000 miles away from
You,
Yeah, can I say something for 20 seconds? I promise not to ramble on.
Oh, is that an implied criticism?
No, God no.
Because if it is,
So
it's just...
I was just thinking as you were, I had the pleasure of meeting the Samari family over 20 years ago when I interviewed lovely Giza Samari. I was working on a Channel 4 documentary on how the Muslim Brotherhood was trying to crack down on Raqas Sharqi Oriental dance. We all know that Oriental dance is part of the fabric of Egyptian society. And then I met her lovely family, and they, here I was a struggling young journalist from Vancouver, Canada, and they adopted me like a daughter. And I always, I got invited to lovely Persian meals and had great discussions with the late Mr. Samari. And I always felt like I was part of this universal family. And today, like when I come to London, I'm spending some really good quality time with Giza, and I just want to say that your openness, your hospitality, and your internationalism, and you're in my heart, Nousha, and I just want to thank you for, just opening your home and, just your Persianness, right? That quintessential Persianness, which I just kind of made up right here. But I am Canadian after all. And I just want to say, whoever reads this book, I encourage, just happy reading. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you
I
very
want
much.
to say another thing.
Okay.
Juliana here, which is cookery group of ours, about 45 years.
34.
44.
Started as a baby.
It's a mad cow. Mad cow.
Mad cow
cookery, mad
cookery
cow.
group, yes.
And she's got a lot of, we had, if you like it, a few words.
Not the Orme Buicks.
Oh, what a wonderful memory.
Well, you're about to be Buick and Buick, I think.
We are indeed in August, yes.
Congratulations.
Well, yes, it was, thank you. It was 34 years ago that Nousha and I met. And I started a group called Welcome to London International Cookery Group. And there were 10 of us, all different nationalities. And we'd meet every month and cook in our own homes and demonstrate and share the recipes. 34 years ago, we're still friends, and we no longer cook. We are ladies who lunch. We do cook, but we don't, cook for each other so much, but we share. We have lovely memories, don't we, Nousha?
That's right.
So yeah, we go back a long way. And I'm so proud, Nousha, of everything you've produced. It's
I miss all
incredible.
the other friends as well. I wish they were here.
What,
The other cookery group.
is there another one now?
Yeah, I said, I wish they were here.
Oh yes, the other members. Well, they're here in spirit. I just spoke
You
to
are-
Kathy and she
you are
sends her
there,
love.
She may design your wedding dress.
There you go.
That's very simple.
Thank you very much, friend. Now, Hangel bookshop, and please go and buy from them if you cannot at the moment sort things out. Today is also a book signing, so please help yourself.
And the book
Link-
banks.
And
There's
what?
some book banks.
And there are some lovely book bags for sale also that have been made, handmade by the lady who's also holding it. Some of it there. So yes, this one, yes, she's done a great job. And also some of it is Persian, handmade Persian, and some of it is also handmade. Yeah, Vertex is written on it. So can I? the accountant lady. Accountant, that's from Mr.
Yeah, that's very good.
Make yourself comfortable. Please help yourself to coffee and tea, friends, and you can open the door if you want to move around. We don't keep any hostage here, unlike some other countries.
Oh.
It's very rewarding. Are you going to give her a kiss, Mayor? There you go. That's more like it.
Caspian Hotel, so please do make a note of it and do come to it, please.